What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. And I'm here with your requested recipe: oven baked honey glazed salmon and creamy mashed plantain in a kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. I'm going to show you how. Now, if you're here watching me cooking for your first time, be sure you have subscribed already. If you have not, we are waiting. Go ahead and do so, and then turn on your post notifications to be reminded every time your girl upload what a brand new video, so we can get started.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him one to get. Turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Okay, I am so ready to share this requested recipe with you. It's been long awaited, and your girl is finally here to deliver. Now I have my salmon right here that has already been washed nice and clean with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. And I am going to cut this salmon into about 4 pieces because I'm serving for 4 people today. However, you could make them as big and as small as you choose to. And the salmon that I'm using is the piece that have the skin on bottom. I like that part of the salmon, but you can however choose however that you like it, right? Your choice. Now, I'm going to season this thing really simple right here. So all I'm doing here is just add a little bit of salt and black pepper just to get it started, all right? And I did add some fish seasoning. That's all that I put on there. Now, please know that everything that I'm using for the recipe will be listed down in the description box. Okay, I'm just eyeballing everything here as I always do. I'm such Jamaican, no major nothing, and so your girl is just going to eyeball and go along, but your amounts will all be down in the description box. So after I got done putting on my salt, black pepper, and the fish seasoning, I just went ahead and put it aside and let it sit for a few minutes. Now, moving right along into this container right here, we are going to add the main ingredients for this recipe. Now, I did go in with about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, pop it in my microwave and soften it up a tad bit and add it to the container, right? So you want to do that first. Now, in addition to that, I add about a tablespoon of sesame seed oil, or you could use any oil that you want to use. I also added about a tablespoon of garlic, fresh garlic, and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar because I love vinegar. Now, I did add my honey Dijon mustard sauce to it, and I think I added about 2 tablespoons of that. I will list everything down in the description box. Now, also I added some honey to it for sure to kick it up a notch, and some dried parsley or fresh parsley, whatever it is that you like, go ahead and add it in there. Now, I added a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. And then I added about a tablespoon of paprika and a teaspoon of chili powder. To that, I also added about a tablespoon of brown sugar, and I added a tablespoon of soy sauce and mix it all in. Now, right here, if you like, you could go ahead and add a little bit of lemon juice to it, but I didn't want to add any lemon to it today. But you could sure add some lemon to it. It's going to be just fine. Now, in my baking container, I went ahead and placed my fish in there, and my oven is already preheated, and my oven is set to 350 degrees. And we are going to bake these covered. I should have used a bigger container to bake this, but it's okay. It worked just fine, but I wish I had used a bigger container. However, just go ahead and place all that good sauce that you made all over top of your salmon and just baste it thoroughly, real good, without missing any spots. But this is right here, I wish I had used a bigger container. but it was okay anyway at the end. But yeah, just go ahead and just base it really really good, and just go ahead and just pop it in your oven. Okay. Now, after about a good 30 to 35 minutes, because you don't want to overcook your salmon, that is what it's going to look like when it's all done. Just go ahead and with that good juice, just go ahead and just layer it all over your fish, just like I'm doing right here. It's very easy to make this thing. I did go back in and add just a little bit more of that dried parsley to it for serving, and it was smelling oh so good. It was really making me happy. Tempted to touch, but I wasn't going to touch it, okay, until it was serving time. But anyway, that is what your salmon should look like and should be smelling like when you are done. And be sure that make sure that your notification is on, goody, so you will not miss any of these uploads, and they're always fast and easy to follow. And if you don't see what you want, go ahead and ask me, and girl is always here to deliver. All right, just go ahead and let your girl know if you don't see what you're looking for. Now, moving to the next step, I'm going to make my plantain, my mashed plantain. So what I did was get some bell peppers and garlic and onion. So the bell peppers of choice was green, yellow, and red, and you could use whatever you like for that. I use 3 green plantains only, but of course, if you don't have plantains, you could use green bananas for the recipe. It is going to be just as delicious, but the plantains have a more denser texture, and so I love mashed plantains. All I did was peel it, and in the water added a little bit of oil and salt for flavor, and let it boil until it was nice and tender. That's all you need for dough with the plantains. You don't have to do anything else. It's just going to be fast, easy, and simple. Now, after your plantains are done, cooked nice and tender, we're going to cook up those veggies. So it's really simple. All I did was add some more of that sesame seed oil to the pot, and again, you can substitute that oil of whatever you like. Go ahead and add all my veggies into the mix, my garlic, onions, um, bell peppers. Just go ahead and mix that all up in there, and we are going to allow these to caramelize real good. You don't want to burn it, so be sure that your fire is on medium heat, and we're going to let these go for about 5 to 6 minutes. Let them caramelize real good, because you want it to be nice and tender and have a little bit of that brownish golden brown color before you add it into the mix. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you're still here watching me cooking, make sure that you subscribe to my second channel, Life is Juliana. The link for that channel will be listed down in the description box. So go over there and subscribe. All my vegan goodies, your recipes will be over there. All right. Now, what I did here was go ahead and add just a little bit of black pepper to it. I did not add any more salt, as salt is already boiled with the plantains. But if you want to add salt here, go ahead and do that. But your girl, I toned down upon the salt intake. Okay. Now I went in and gave it a really good mix again, just to make sure that everything was coming together nicely, and it in fact was. Okay, so just go in and cook it for your good 6 or 7 minutes, and you are good to go. All right, good. Moving right along, we are going to get these plantains ready. So all I'm going to do here is just go in and add the butter. We're going to make this thing simple, fast, easy, and simple. Even a baby can do this, right? So I added 3 tablespoons of the unsalted butter to it. Of course, you could add salted butter, whatever your taste buds like, but I did go in with the unsalted butter. Now, I did also add some whip to it. I do add mayo sometimes, but all I did have right now was just whip. So I used the whip instead of the mayo. Now, to all of that, I poured all that goodness in that I fried up earlier, my onions and bell pepper, in that good oil, and just throw it all up on that plantain. And it is going to give my mashed plantains a whole lot of good flavor. You hear me? Flavor. Because we know how we feel about flavor when we are cooking now. Now, just go ahead and combine everything together. But with the plantains, you don't want to over mash it as if you are doing mashed potatoes. Well, for me, that is. I really like to feel a little chunks of the plantain when I'm eating my food, when I'm doing this recipe, I do like to have a little chunks here and there. So I don't like it to be all mashed out like I'm doing mashed potatoes. But if that's the way you like it, let me know down in the comment section if that's how you do yours. But I like mine with chunks in it, right? So comment and let me know what you like. But when I was done, it was looking like this with all the season combined together and the flavor combined together. Slightly, just a slightly buttery, but still perfect with the whip on top. Put it on the plate, honey, and I was ready to serve. Those restaurant type thing is the bomb.com. Now, make sure that you're subscribing, liking, sharing the recipes. Now, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell me what you like to have me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy!